we got Kevin Durant up next. And you know he'll come to play. I love his versatility. But that makes shutting them down next to impossible. Coach gave us a full breakdown of what to expect. We watched plenty of film. But sometimes you just got to throw all that out the window and settle things on the court. And I'm ready. Bring it, KD.
It's an interconference contest here in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, as the Thunder play one at home. Well, the holidays always bring us some incredible NBA action. That's certainly what we have in store for us today. This is Kevin Harlan to call the game with our analysts Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. This game is part of the travel schedule for Milwaukee. These are the games that challenge you. Guys, they will... Bucks trail by 11. The Milwaukee Bucks ended last season 41 up and 41 down, a perfect 500 mark, and they were the epitome, Clark, of average at the end of the season, and as you can see, even during it.
Well, they're a young team, but at one point, 17-17, also had an 11-11 record against the East and 6-6 against the West.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. So spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas, spacing.
Well, if you believe that a point guard's defense is just as important as his offense, then these guys have been outstanding lately. The point guard steal leaders from the past 10 games. Russell Westbrook, number one.
And despite the offensive responsibilities that come with being a point guard, I think he may enjoy the defensive aspect of the game even more.
Well, he should enjoy it as good as he is as a defender. I mean, if he's on you, you can't relax at all. He gives opposing point guards nightmares. Activity, energy are just too much for some guys to deal with.
And the Bucks were average last season. I mean, they were 17-17. Also, 7-7 at home, 10-10 on the road, 5-5 in the games leading up to that. So in every measurable way, they were 500.
You know, just thinking back to that Milwaukee factoid again, I mean, the odds that we'll ever see something like that happen again are minuscule. I mean, that team was just destined to end up 41-41.
Excellent D there for Mayo. Bucks trail by 12. Now here's Freak. His last outing, he had 8 points. Henson the pass to Bayless. Plumlee with the screen. 6 to shoot. Now Bayless. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Dallas. To the inside. And it's Westbrook missing.
How about him there, just bodying him up to make him alter the trajectory on that shot?
Definitely some very sound defense played on that trip.
They set the pick, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Oh, an illegal screen there. One of the toughest calls for an official to make.
And it is one of the toughest calls, but most of the time they do a good job with it. And you have to appreciate how officials get that one right more times than not.
Nick Collison's checked in for Serge Ibaka. Outside Westbrook. Here's Durant. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper. Durant's got 10 points.
Already seizing control of this game.
Total control, Greg, and as well as they're playing at both ends, I'd look for this lead to get even larger.
Mayo drives in, down low, Plumlee, and he makes good on the layup.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
And Adams kicks to Payne. The feed now to Westbrook. Outside Collison. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Here's Payne. No good. And Milwaukee will come the other way. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
You know, but they were able to hang in there for most of that game. But at the end, you know, when it matters most in terms of what I call winning time, they just could not make the plays on either end of the floor.
Yeah, I like that term, winning time. But as you said, they didn't get run over, but just couldn't convert when they needed to in the end.
Here's Adams. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Giving up too many open shots. I mean, that's what's happening here, Greg. They look to me to be a bit sluggish.
Kiwi Steven Adams, one of the toughest players down on the block.
And Kevin Adams is not afraid to get under somebody's skin. He's pretty strong defensively, too.
Bayless dishes to Henson. Kicks to Bayless. No one near Mayo as he lets it go. And that comes off the assist by Jared Bayless.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Payne with it. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Westbrook passes to Payne. And he's good on the three ball.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Yeah, the great field goal percentage to start, exactly what they were hoping for.
Here is Bayless. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Here's Garrett. Takes it off the glass. Garrett's got his first 2 points of the night.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
Westbrook kicks to Adams. Out to the right wing. Payne dishes to Westbrook. Out to the right wing. That's good from Payne on the assist by Westbrook. Payne's got 5 now.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they even approximate that, watch out.
Garrett, the pass to Plumlee. Almost halfway through the season. Let's check out the standings in the East. Taking a look at Cleveland. Quite a season they've assembled here, guys. Perched up there in first place and playing terrific basketball game in and game out. And, of course, Milwaukee. 8.5 games behind them.
And I think for Milwaukee, they've had their chances to kind of separate themselves from the pack this season, but so far they haven't been able to capitalize on those opportunities.
Hey, they're amongst a big group fighting for the bottom few playoff seeds, and that's going to continue all the way through the end of the season. I think they'll get in, but it won't be easy.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
27 seconds left to play in the first. Payne kicks to Collison. Plumlee with the steal. Now Bayless. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And there's the 3-second violation.
3 seconds. Thunder ball.
Just 4 seconds left in the first quarter. Durant for three. No good on that last second attempt there. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Thunder lead by 16. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And Kevin Durant, former MVP, still feels like he has room to grow, and he gives us some insight into that philosophy.
I think it's another level I can go to. You know, I always can be better. That's how I look at things. Teammates need me more than ever now. Coaches need more from me, so I got to dig deep and see where I can find it from.
Well, the will seems to be there, Greg, but Kevin Durant seems surrounded by uncertainty. Can he get that and stay healthy for the entire season? How does he work with his new coach? Second look for Oklahoma City. Serge Ibaka has checked in for McGarry. Collison comes in for Kevin Durant. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Payne. Milwaukee also making some changes. Plumlee, he's checked in for Monroe. And Freak subbed in for Chris Middleton. Inside, you've got Ibaka and Kanter. Foyle is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Collison in at the 3 slot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. We know Oklahoma City has the stars, the big names, the offensive flair. But, you know, Greg, this team, and you appreciate this, is a very tough defensive group.
Yeah, I think they've matured in that area. In the past, that wasn't always true. But last year, the Thunder really hung their hat on their defense. Top 10 in opponents' field goal percentage.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Mavericks really delivered. He finished with 8 points and played some lockdown defense as well, causing havoc on both ends of the floor. He was just too much to handle as he came off the bench to turn in a great outing, guys. They hope it continues.
All right, Doris. Well, what do you guys think? Does that kind of big performance energize a player in his next game?
Guys, it's tricky, you know, because when you work as hard as he did in that game, you tend to be a little worn down. But on the other hand, he also has to be feeling terrific in terms of the confidence about the state of his game.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, I'd say mentally he's in peak condition, while physically he could probably use a recharge.
Pass to Plumlee. Shot off the screen. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Plumlee's got 8 points.
You know, when you look at the Thunder and their defense, it starts with the length they have on the perimeter. It also helps to have rim protectors backing them up on any drive.
Here's Ibaka, and it's good. Walk through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Well, if you're going to give them layups, there's no way you're going to get back in this game.
O.J. Mayo is checked in for Carter Williams.
And a final note on the Thunder defense. A lot of it is a mentality. They have guys that aren't scared to challenge shots, and they're a solid group that knows how to play tough team defense.
Well, they've only got a slight edge in rebounding when you look at the numbers, but it certainly feels a lot bigger than it is.
Yeah, the score has a lot to do with that. Their overall effort and execution has been elite.
Here's Bayless. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. They get Randy Foye.
For Bayless, it was his 6th team in 7 years last season. A good utility combo guard to have. He can score, he can make plays for others. He's really defined his role in this league.
Talking about Jared Bayless, some thought he would be a star when he first entered the NBA, and he certainly had his moments, Greg, but inconsistency and turnovers have kept the lid on his progress.
Yeah, well, where I like Bayless is in spot plays. You need a lift, you need a spark offensively. You go see Jared.
And Henson sends it back. Mayo kicks to Garrett. Now Bayless. The tray. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Westbrook with it. Now Mayo defending. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Henson. An even 3-on-3 break. Outside Mayo. Bayless dishes to Plumlee. There's a screen. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Garrett. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Here's Westbrook. 14 points from him the last game against Denver.
And how about the extraordinary display of his passing in that game? He was making all the right decisions and had their offense humming.
He dishes it to Ford. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Boy, and for Randy Foye, I thought it was a big bounce-back year for him last season. His points per game were the highest they've been in 5 years, and his field goal percentage was the highest it's been in 5 years as well.
Talking about Randy Foye last year, one difference is that he started almost every game, 78th the most in his career. That may have given him, Greg, additional confidence. Who knows?
Well, where I was impressed, Kevin, with his improvement was as a facilitator and rebounder. He seemed to lose his mojo for a few years in there, but last season, I really feel like he got it back.
Rejected by Collison. And here's Westbrook. He's a solid producer, averaging nearly 22 points a game. Drains it from beyond the arc. Westbrook's got 5 now. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Thunder?
Boy, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
Yeah, also, though, they've done a good job of pounding the offensive glass for second chance points.
Clock at 6. Here's Bayless. No good off the back of the rim.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And the pass to Foye. Back to Collison. Here's the 3. And the Thunder, another 3.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Here's Bayless. Will it go? And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. The Bucks shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
Yeah, it's been a very frustrating season for them in that regard, guys. You look at what Plumlee has done so far. 9 points and a steal.
And we really just need to take a second to appreciate the all-around effort he's put out there today.
Well, the numbers paint the picture, and he has been what we call in my vernacular, you know where I'm going here, guys, stat sheet stuffer supreme.
Oh, supreme. So that takes it to a whole another level when you get supreme in terms of your stats.
And Kellogg's, right?
Yes.
Kellogg's. Bayless's shot is off.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
54 seconds left now here in the second. He feeds it to Henson. To the middle. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
Yeah, they were in a funk from the field in that game. Credit the defense, though, because even when they got open looks, no rhythm to knock them down.
Hey, guys, every team has a night like that on occasion. It happens. Hey, we call them gong games. You just want to hit the gong, forget about them, and move on.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Screened by Ibaka. It's Westbrook with the drive. He used that pick to get in close. That's 7 points for Serge Ibaka.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Bayless the pass to Mayo. He kicks it to Garrett. To the paint. And it's blocked by Adams. And that'll be Milwaukee as it goes out of bounds. Bucks retain possession. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
And you know what? His mind's playing tricks on him right now because he's not going to live that one down easily.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Oklahoma City out in front, running away with it. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, obviously things have not gone your way to this point, at least through the first 2 quarters. How are you guys going to get back in this one?
Well, it's a game of runs, right? They came out strong, got hot on the floor, which allowed them to build this lead. But I think we'll be able to make a run of our own when we come out of half. We'll see.
Let's hope you have time to cover it. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you for the great interview, Doris. We'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
All right, fellas, let's focus. It's not going to be easy to quiet this crowd down in the second half, but we can do it. Couple of things. Let's get them out of the comfort zone they've been in on offense. The plays they're running are working, they're getting open looks, and we're paying for it. Second thing is, we've got to cure our turnover bug. Let's keep a tight handle on the ball. And when we get the ball, we can look to start the break if it's there for us. But I don't want to push it just because we have some ground to make up. We shouldn't be down this far at the half to any team, especially not this team. Let's show some self-respect and get out there and turn this thing around.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. It's been a clinic so far from Enes Kanter.
And he really just broke out the entire arsenal of post.
Collison's checked in for the Thunder. Payne comes in for Randy Foye. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Miles Plumlee's checked in for Monroe. Henson comes in for Jabari Parker. Freaks checked in for Chris Middleton. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Michael Carter-Williams. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, Garrett. He's in at shooting guard. Plumlee out there with John Henson. Then it's Jared Bayless. And it's Antetokounmpo in at the 3.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
To the paint, here's Garrett. Here's Plumlee. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
That's his second personal foul.
And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for the Thunder.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
You know, one other area they're doing well in is steals. I mean, they've knocked the ball loose a number of times and been able to track it down after the fact.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Adams checked in. Well, it was a season last year of heartbreak and change for the Thunder, narrowly missing the playoffs as the Pelicans beat them out for that 8th position.
Yeah, and they were teetering back and forth on that 8th spot for most of the year. Ultimately, they just couldn't hold on to that final playoff spot.
Westbrook kicks to Durant. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Now here's Payne. 9 points in the game so far. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Adams. And it's sent back by Plumlee. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Plumlee. Mitch McGary's checked in for Kanter.
Mitch McGary.
Here's Payne. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Antetokounmpo up top. He's covered by Westbrook. And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds.
Oklahoma City ball.
Well, some of the numbers NBA wingmen have been putting up from the field this season are truly impressive. Have a look at the top shooters among them. Kevin Durant is second.
And that is such an efficient group offensively. That really is the best way to describe them. I mean, they never force anything and always wait for the right shot.
And, Greg, you can't post the kinds of percentages they do unless you operate that way. I mean, you can't be under showcasing his skills with that slam.
He knows how to put the exclamation point on those, doesn't he? Man, oh man.
Does he ever?
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. Shot clock at 6. Feeds to Henson. Puts one up from 19. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
Yeah, no doubt about that one with the over-the-back call.
Yeah, it looked like he wanted to take him for a ride right there. Easy call.
The Thunder have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
O.J. Mayo, he's checked in for Miles Plumlee.
OKC, make some noise for your Thunder Girls.
And Milwaukee has possession. Here's Henson. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
And, fellas, I think you have to like his improvements over his free throw numbers from a year ago. It's not a significant number or a huge amount, but it's improvement nonetheless.
For Milwaukee, they've gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. 4-on-3 break. Here's Payne, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one. Good on the second free throw.
You know, and Billy Donovan, the Oklahoma City Thunder, were able to pull him away from the college game last season, signed him to a 5-year deal in the middle of last year's playoffs.
And he gets the bucket.
What handles? He broke the D down to the ground with that move.
Oklahoma City's gone 6 of 14 with the 3-ball tonight, just a little over 40%. Now here's Payne, guarded closely. The dish now to Westbrook. Out left to the wing. And Henson sends it back. Here's Garrett. And that comes off the assist by Jarrett Bayless. Garrett's got his second basket.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
And for Billy Donovan, we were talking about him. He had been with Florida for so long, the Gator program built by him. It would be a big change. He had been thinking about it, though, before. He almost took, remember that, Greg, the Magic job back in 2007?
You know, there was a change of heart for him with the Orlando gig. And Donovan's done nothing but win at Florida, and he'll have that same pressure to succeed with the high expectations with the Thunder. And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
It's Westbrook with the drive, and Henson sends it back. And that'll be Oklahoma City as it goes out of bounds. Thunder retain possession. Durant with it, and it's Henson picking him up. Payne gets a wide open look. That 3 off the mark. The Bucks have gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work. Antetokounmpo dishes to Henson.
A moment here to look at some numbers for Russell Westbrook. Averaging 21 points per game, 11 assists, and 10 rebounds. And he brings that offensive firepower to the team. Scoring just comes naturally.
And, you know, defenses are throwing everything at him, yet he's still able to put up points. He's really unstoppable.
He misses the free throw. And the second free throw, good. Oklahoma City has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Payne with it. 10 points for him. Dishes it to Westbrook. Here's Adams, and they convert it last on attempt number 3. Adams has got 10 points in the game. Here is Bayless.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
Henson, a screen on Westbrook. And Bayless kicks to Henson. And it's blocked by Adams. Durant, the pass to Payne. It's stolen by Mayo. Bucks shooting it quite well in this third quarter, 53%, and the offense is rolling. There's a screen. Here is Bayless. He's covered by Westbrook. 6 on the shot clock. And here we go with Westbrook running it up the court. That's good from Payne on the assist by Westbrook. Westbrook's got 6 assists now in the game.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout, just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
Payne kicks to Durant. Pulls up on the elbow, and again it's Oklahoma City.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Bucks shooting 47%, pretty solid. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Now here's Freak, defended by Durant.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right with...
Nasty, absolutely filthy.
And the building is stunned, partner. He dug deep into his bag of tricks.
I tell you
there.
what, I hope he keeps that one handy. I want to see that one again.
And here's Mayo from the arc. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Oklahoma City out in front, just dominating this one. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our 4th quarter coming up next. And we're getting underway here in the 4th quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup. The group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Eustis. Enes Kanter comes in for Nick Collison. Durant's checked in for Anthony Morrow. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Payne. And then for Milwaukee, Miles Plumlee comes in for Greg Monroe. And Freak subbed in for Vaughn. Kanter is the power forward with Adams in the middle. Russell Westbrook out there with Durant. And it's McGarry in at the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Plumlee with the screen. Now Freak. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Clark, and they can just let the clock run out here.
No argument with that W.
Outside Westbrook. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. They poured it on tonight, Clark. A dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
I don't think they have anything but positives to take away from this win. Offensively, defensively, every aspect of the game, it all went right for them.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, what was the key in securing this win tonight?
Well, we had to get stops. You know, those guys, they got so many options, so many good players, man. We just had to rally around each other and get stops.
Thank you so much. Back to you guys at the table.
All right, Doris, thank you. And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And standing by for the postgame show, let's head over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Enes Kanter. He put up a new season high tonight. And if he keeps shooting like he did tonight before the season's over, he might top it. A big key to his team's victory here.
Enes Kanter is a combination you love to have in a big man. A terrific mix of strength, size, and finesse. That blend allows him to have the kind of excellent night he had here tonight. Whether it's rebounding or scoring, he'll give you both. A valuable big man.
Boom, boom, boom. That's right, Ernie. Instruments. This guy was instrumental tonight in making sure they avoided a second straight loss. They needed somebody to step up tonight, and he was their guy.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night. And we'll see you again soon, but not soon enough.
I told you, Dom Pagnati always delivers. Brand Jordan Freak prototypes. Open the box, check them out.
Ooh, it's like Christmas and my birthday on the same day. Oh, Dom.
You love them?
I love them.
Hey, they're waiting for your approval for production.
Approved.
Approved?
Approved.
Done. I'll make the call.
In Pagnati we trust.
I told you you'd love them.
Man.
Hey, I'm going to have you playing in those in 30 days or less.
Oh, money. Oh, man.
Freaking and vibing. Freaking and vibing.
Freaking and vibing in these, baby.
Today on 2K TV postseason.